It's really interesting to note that, especially within the States, but just in general, the research actually has depicted that women in their 40s is the most unhappiest age group out there.
Normalize fucking hating your husband. Like, for real. It's okay to go through about a minute, half a day, couple hours, fuck, a full day, even a week of just like, I can't fucking stand you right now.
Hi.
Huh?
I was just saying hi.
Oh, hi.
How are you?
Honestly, I'm just trying to look out.
Rejected.
Okay.
Hey, note to ladies, when the guy doesn't help you carry your bags and stands there and watches you, listen. No.
I'm not ashamed of my 3 kids, and if I wouldn't have the 3 baby daddies, I wouldn't have my 3 amazing kids. But for me, you have to accept me as a whole with a 4 unit.
Oh, hell no!
So it's either, are you even equipped to hold down this 4 fort?
Okay, so fun fact, the top 1% of men on Hinge get liked by 16% of all of the women on the platform.
As a family that we are not celebrating Father's Day this year.
What?
Oh, you're not? I bet we celebrated Mother's Day, though.
It's my wife's first Mother's Day.
Oh, no, we did.
Was one of her favorite things.
So, why aren't we celebrating Father's Day?
A 29-year-old woman is going viral on the internet because she doesn't know why she's single.
I genuinely just want love in my life so badly. All of my friends have their fiancés and their boyfriends and their husbands. As far as I'm concerned, I've been left behind. And I really just want to find that person that matches my energy and wants to build a life with me.
Would you date a girl who's on OnlyFans?
No.
Rejected.
But I respect the hustle, though. But couldn't be for... Nah, that's not me, but I respect the hustle.
Heartfelt story of how in 11th grade I became a school slut. I just moved across country and started at a new school. I had exactly one friend. We'll call her Shady, because she was a shady fucking bitch. She started dating a senior boy and didn't want to hang out with me, which is fine. But she got all these new cool friends and they didn't like me because I was new and a girl, and I guess that's enough reason. Well, Shady started telling everybody that I fucked a bunch of people, and I was like, what the heck? How? Who? I literally sit at home and watch Harry Potter. I have no friends. Nonetheless, they'd taunt me in the hallways and be like, you slut. Or they'd follow me to the classroom and be like, we're gonna beat your ass. They'd message me on Facebook and be like, we're gonna kill you. And I'd be like, why don't you like me? And they'd be like, die. And I'd be like, okay, fair enough. So I got tired of the bullshit. I was like, I'm gonna become the one thing they fear the most. A real whore.
She belongs to the streets.
Busted! I caught this guy checking me out in the gym. After yesterday's run, I decided to take a rest day and do some stretching. I was feeling actually really good today.
Wow, you really busted him. So much that you had to slow the video down to make it seem as if he looked at you longer than he did. There is a big difference between staring at someone, checking them out, and simply looking at someone as you walk past them. You're standing on a bench doing an awkward stretch you don't see every day in the gym, and he looks at you as he walks by. That's normal. Anyone would do that. Not to mention you have an entire film production set up, which means you're okay filming this to post online for the entire internet to see, but it bothers you that someone looks at you for a literal half second? Seriously? And the worst part, you're a coach and a personal trainer, and you don't know better than to treat people this way at the gym? You owe that man an apology, and if you don't, that gym should kick your ass out. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
Sitting out here struggling to get this in my car. Men are walking back and forth. No one is trying to help me.
But why should they? And why would they even want to? After all, women have been telling men over and over again to leave them alone. Women are independent. They don't need men. And now some are complaining when men are actually listening to them.
They don't make real men anymore. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not all men, because there are good men out there.
That's a very good point. There are good men out there.
As a woman, like, you don't see men holding doors anymore. They don't help anymore. They rush and sit down on trains and buses before women and pregnant women and elderly are sitting down.
Have a right to be treated respectfully.
We are unfortunately running out of time, but Peter, I just want to get one final thought from you. Are there words that are used to describe men that offend you?
Not particularly, and if there are some I don't like, I certainly wouldn't want them banned, but it always goes back to that old adage, sticks and stones may break my bones, but there will always be something to offend a feminist.
Peter
Well,
Lord.
no, that's just obnoxious.
Peter
Sorry,
Lord,
you have to give me a chance. That is ridiculous. No, hang on, I won't do your show again.
If someone puts me, like, drafts me in the military, I'm so sorry. I'm running the other way.
Do you think that men have a duty to defend you while you sleep? Do you think that men would be cowards if they did not go to the draft?
I don't necessarily think they'd be cowards.
Well, then who would protect you?
Couldn't tell you.
Do you think that men have a responsibility to show up for the draft if they're drafted? To defend the nation, to make sure that you're protected?
Yes.
Well, then how come you don't?
If men who aren't drafted in the military don't protect us, I don't know who's going to protect us.
Right. So if they have that responsibility and they're cowards if they don't go to the draft, right? Somebody has to go. You prefer that it's them over you, right?
Yes.
That doesn't sound very equal. You're talking about feminism being part of this equality and anti-patriarchy. It would appear that the patriarchy is necessary because you want them to go and fight wars on your behalf so that you can sleep at night without having any troubles, right? And you don't want to go fight those wars.
What man is going to look at that and say, you know what, I do need to pay her bills? Ladies, this is what you should ask yourself before you ask your man, that man, because he ain't yours yet. Ask yourself, what am I bringing to him to ease or make his life better? That's what value is. If you can't answer that question, you don't deserve anything yet. What has that man said in the way that you bring him value? If it's only, let me take you to dinner, let me take you to eat, let me do, why does he want to keep serving you if there's no service back? It is the law of reciprocity. What can you do to support that man? And that is the problem with these modern day women. It is all I, me, take.
If anyone cares, I now identify as bacon.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
Let me tell you,
we don't care.
73% fat and salty as fuck.
This is Put a Finger Down, Places You've Had Sex edition. In a car, in a hotel, in a shower, someone else's house, a movie theater,
Jesus Christ.
a cemetery, school, work, a park, a river, pool, or beach, woods.
I be so ready for y'all to crash out and get locked up so I can be with y'all baby mamas and girlfriends.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I be waiting every time I see y'all do something stupid. I be like, yeah, go ahead so I can find out who the girlfriend is and ask her how her day going. Do she need some money? Because you can't pay bills no more. You in jail and broke. So I be waiting for y'all to get locked up. Yeah.
Would you ever date a woman that's a nurse?
Nurses are known to be the biggest cheaters. They're sleeping with other nurses, men nurses. They're sleeping with the doctors. They love them some doctors. If your girl is a nurse and she has a hot doctor that she works with, chances are them late hours, they getting their freak on. He's on the side of the nursing bed while you waiting for her at home.
In Germany, if you did not know, it's really common here for when two people go on a first date that they split the bill. So like, the woman pays her portion and the man pays his portion. And the other thing about that is that on the date, you're only going to pay for what you consume. So let's say I got a margarita for $8 and he just got water, free water. When the total bill comes out, it's very common for the man or whoever to be like, hey, I didn't drink that margarita, so I don't want to split it like that.
What about the women that didn't choose to raise a kid on their own?
Of the 50+% divorce rate, women are filing 70-80% of all divorces. Women are choosing to wreck their own homes every day. Men are not choosing to wreck their own homes and make women single parents. That's a choice that women are making.
Why? Because their husbands are trash, treating them badly?
Now here we go with the ad hominem stuff. This is the same stuff that's been piped into the culture forever. That when a woman chooses to break her home, it's always the man's fault.
What's better, smashing with or without a condom?
Without.
So why?
Feels better?
Let's say I took you on the best date of your life. It was amazing, 10 out of 10.
Okay.
Would I have to use one?
No.
No?
No.
Say no more.
I can't stand the delusion. Now we all got to sit here and we got to be like, oh yeah, this is great. This is somebody who could get 95% of guys. And imagine going through life with that sense of delusion. Like, we see it, and this is an extreme example, but when women walk around like that, imagine walking around thinking, I could get 95% of guys. How many guys are you telling no to because you think you're better than them? Are you? Or is it in your head? Just think about it. If you don't want to wind up alone, you have to have a realistic assessment of what you bring to the table, of your looks, of your capabilities, of what you're willing to do in a relationship, of your character. All of it.
Protect feminism or low gas prices?
Protect feminism. Just kidding. No, low gas prices.
Low gas prices? Why?
I'm not trying to pay $8 a gallon for gas. Feminism is crazy and evil, and it's been created to destroy the family unit, and I'm not about it.
Men always just want virgins that hadn't had to anyone and are really good girls. Like, you want younger women as well, so it's like that whole predator vibe. So
what if I said women are stupid, can't make money, short, and weak because they want a guy that makes more money than them, taller than them, more confident, ambitious, etc.? That would be ludicrous, wouldn't it? We don't shame female preferences. Okay? When a woman says, I want a man that's tall, makes money, etc., you go, girl, you deserve it. That's your preferences. If I say, I want a girl that's not a hoe, that has some sexual temperance, isn't going to embarrass me when I walk in a room, beautiful, young, etc., that's considered, oh, that's toxic and masculine. We demonize male preferences, but we don't demonize female preferences.
Feminism or low gas prices?
I guess low gas prices, because ever since the feminist movement, it's been a lot harder for me to find a guy to pay my bills. And all of a sudden I have to work and I have to do all these things. And I honestly don't want to work. I would rather stay in the kitchen. Mind you, I need some cooking classes, but I think I could take a couple cooking classes and make somebody really happy.
Why is it that modern feminism just promotes this idea that absolutely nothing is a woman's fault ever? Even in her own life, her own choice. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. It's men. It's all men.
Single female invention.
There's a specific tool in agriculture.
What's it called?
I can't. Let's Google it right now.
No, it's not. Can you just
Why?
name it?
No, I am gonna.
No. Name it. You
What?
can't name a single one.
I can't.
You gotta Google it.
At 7, so I would prefer someone who's over 6 feet. Honestly, I mean, definitely over 6 figures.
You gotta be 6 feet, 6 figures. So a man that paid 80,000, that's too. That's not.
No, not at all.
What? Why is 80,000 not enough, bro?
I know me. I know my lifestyle. That's just not going to cut it. We're not gonna go out to eat how I want. We're not gonna be able to travel like how I want. We're not gonna be. It's just gonna be too many like limitations, and I don't like that.
Okay, so where does she want to go out to eat that's going to require a man to make 6 figures? Are they going to be eating Salt Bay steaks 3 times a week? And he has to be 6 feet tall. No, not 5'11", 6 feet tall.
My stepdad was my top subscriber on my naughty website. Now I know what you're all thinking. Oh, stepdad fantasy, could have made content from it, blah, blah, blah. This man had been in my life since I was 11 years old and spent $2,000 on custom content every single video that I sent out. When I caught him, he denied it to all of his friends, and obviously my mum got rid of him straight away. But yeah, if you want to talk about family trauma, my stepdad watched me have sex with my partner for 2 months.
Would you consider yourself to be average, above average, mediocre, below average?
Where I'm at right now, I would say average, because I'm not where
So I need you to understand something. You're 28 with 2 children. You're 5'5", almost 300 pounds. Where in the world is a woman 5'5" and almost 300 pounds with 2 children and unmarried anything about average?
I can pull guys like nothing. I mean, that doesn't matter.
Oh my God. Stop it! You're almost 300 pounds. Talking about you can pull guys. You're going to pull a hamstring trying to walk. You weigh twice what a woman should weigh. And the point is, you ladies like yourself, come in and give yourself a higher estimation.
If that's what you believe, but that's
what
not
makes you above average.
This is the problem that I have, is that the father of my children listens to you.
He should. He should run.
It just doesn't make sense to me how women are not being asked out on dates. Like, there are so many beautiful women. Like, come on, like, just shoot your shot.
I got a little news flash for all the Western ladies out there, the big ones that say, oh, you know, you don't want to take us out on dates anymore. You don't want to spend money. Oh, guys have been walking away for years from dating. They have been using hookups. They have been going monk mode. They've been getting foreign traditional ladies. They have been getting escorts, sugar babies. Why do they need you? Spending money listening to your bad attitude on a date like a fucking interview? I don't think so. And of course, Western men are a lot happier and you're a lot more miserable. So unfortunately, all you're going to be doing for the next few years is dealing with your cats, boxed wine, and dying alone.
Leave women alone. Stop telling us what to do with our hair. Stop telling us what to do with our bodies. Stop telling us how to dress. Leave us alone.
Gold digger. Of course I just married him for the money and I'm waiting for him to die in like 5 years to leave behind the life insurance policy.
Is it just me or do men not approach women anymore? I'm literally shaking right now because I just had a man approach me in a park.
I have noticed that people my age, men my age and younger are no longer walking up to women and trying to engage in conversation. They're no longer coming up asking for a number. Why do you guys not do that? Why do you not walk up to women anymore?
Stop approaching women when they're alone.
No, men are weird. Stop talking to women you don't know.
Oh, single men, why are you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
No. I hate when men approach women.
So should a guy ever approach a girl in public?
I don't think so, no.
This year, I decided I'm going to go the full year without using any dating apps. However, I still want to meet people. So tonight, it's Friday, I'm going to go out by myself.
Just passing a beer garden that was full of people with their friends. It's okay. I don't know what I thought. I genuinely thought that I was gonna meet people. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna keep trying. But that was really hard.
Is it too direct for like a stranger to come off the street or in a restaurant to say, oh, I think you're really interesting and get your number there? Is that?
Of course, because I had this type of situations. It's weird. Because do not approach a woman who did not inspire that.
This question is for the guys. So, why don't men approach women anymore?
Going around of a woman describing her experience of being alone with her son when a strange man starts to approach her, which she yells, "Do not approach me, get away from me," and the man gets like offended before going away. And I've said it on this channel before, but I will say it again. Men do not seek out women for help. They will either seek out another man or they will contact the authorities. There is almost no reason for a man to be approaching a woman in public that they do not know, especially if that woman is a mother with her child and they are alone. This happened in the parking lot of a grocery store. If he really needed something, he could go inside the grocery store and ask for assistance from an associate. Leave women alone.
Yeah, this woman is confused. As far as I know, the man was trying to return something to the woman, and he went to her and said, "Excuse me." After that, she just went crazy on him and started yelling.
I'm literally shaking. A male approached me in a parking lot. He's, "Excuse me, miss," and I don't know why in the hell he was approaching me or what he was trying to do. And I turned around and I literally yelled at him and I said, "Do not approach me." No male should ever approach a woman in a parking lot. Ever.
Here's my read on this situation. Two potential ways I think it could be going. One is that she's got PTSD. If that's the situation, then what we're really looking at here is someone sharing their mental wounds publicly. The other side that it could potentially be is just like her looking for content. This is probably like the fourth take, and she started the video like, "My hands are literally shaking. This guy, oh wait, hold on, do it again. My hands are literally shaking right now."
And here's how to have it all, right? Here's how to have it all and be able to be all of these things. When I'm thinking about the phrase "have it all," men don't get asked that. Men don't get asked like, how can you have it all, right? How can you pursue having it all?
You know that in emergencies, the reason why we evacuate women and children first is so that we can stay behind and figure out the solution in silence.
She laughed because she knew it was the truth.
I really wish this was true. It's not, but I wish it was. I don't want men to come approach me in public. I do not want some man I do not know offering help with my car. Half the time when men try to offer to help me with my car, they fuck up my car. And then they go, well, I was just trying to help. Well, no one asked you. No one asked you. Unless you are the mechanic I paid to fix my car, no one asked you. If you're having trouble getting a date, just say that. Don't act like all the rest of us women want to be approached or offered fucking unsolicited advice or help. Because we don't. Leave me alone.
That's not true, actually. The rest of those women want to be approached. They scream it out of their lungs all the time. I recommend you don't approach women. Like they say, they don't need men's help anymore. They can do everything by themselves. The other thing is, they say all of these things and somehow end up blaming men at the end. You just can't win.
I just love the taste of nothing.
I don't know what man needs to answer this question, but how come when y'all see a woman and you see that she's not in the mood to speak to anybody, that's the best time y'all think to pursue her? If I don't look like I want to be spoken to, why are you telling me to put a smile on my face? Want me to be walking around like this?
First of all, men aren't mood readers. They can't just see you and assume you're not in the mood. If you see him approaching, you can tell him that you are not in the mood and keep it moving. And plus a smile goes a long way. What you just demonstrated was more than a smile. It was creepy.
My eyebrow girl gave me the best line to use if a guy keeps staring at you but won't come up and say anything to you. I am in this predicament, so I was like, Yamita, I need help. And she is a bad bitch. And I knew that she would know what to do. She was like, next time he's near you, just say, I see you peeking but not speaking. I was like, I love that, because kind of calling them out for what they're doing. And you're making the first move by talking to them first. It's funny, it's clever, it's a recipe for success.
I will say some men would actually like to approach a woman, but because of what's going on today, they will just look for a moment and then look away. This woman here is one of the women who would like when a man approach her. But the rest of these angry women out here are ruining it for them. What a shame.
Me during the earthquake so that she doesn't get the ick. This is literally what men have to do. These are the hoops they have to jump through because of the ridiculous standards that women put on them on social media. Somebody commented and said, new ick, standing still during an earthquake. Somebody else said, what earthquake? I didn't feel shit. That is what you have to say.